Good day, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel of Astrologer Anil Aggarwala. Today we will be talking about the Operation Sindhu 2.0. The fiery Mar awakens India's astrological hour of action. See, I had predicted, first of all, let me go back to my previous video that Mars is the main planet today for India, Delhi, and Narendra Modi. Now, the most what do you call top astrologers of India, P.V. Narasimha Rao, has taken Libra Lagna. Now, Libra Lagna is also for Delhi and for India. Uh, Mars is the eighth lord and the seventh lord and the 12th lord. So the dasha of coincidentally of all the three is of Mars and a Marka, and as per theory of inevitability, when the eclipses take place in the 1-7 axis or 4-10 axis, then it is time for trouble, fall from prestige, humiliations of a type. Now, coming to this prediction I had already made as far as the terror bomb blast in Delhi, which took place on the 10th of November. I had mentioned that the transit of Mars will be most unfortunate when it goes in Scorpio from the 27th October to 7th December, for the simple reason that Mars is the seventh lord and 12th lord, espionage from foreign elements, Marka Dasha. So there has been espionage from foreign elements. You can see for yourself. And I had also mentioned when Mars transits very close to the Lagna degrees or the degrees of Ketu. Now Lagna degrees is 7 degrees, and the on the 10th of November, Mars was at 10 degrees. And this chart, this Prashna chart, gives you amazing results. Amazing results. I had then visualized and analyzed the chart of the 10th November. I found that the culprit will be caught very soon because the 7th Lord Mars is combusted, so he will be caught soon. The people are, because the 7th Lord is in the 7th house, the people are in NCR. Most of the people are in NCR. And the color of the car will be red and white because moon in own sign in Cancer, and what do you call Mars in own sign. Mars is red and moon is white. So, and then the seventh lord is in a watery sign. It clearly shows that people involved are more than three. And the number of the car, what they have given, the total comes down to 8, and the planet which represents 8 is Saturn, and Saturn is retrograde. So there may be 3 cars which may be involved in this, 3 or more cars. So my predictions on this have also proved absolutely on spot. What I predicted the day on 10th November 2025, and you can see for yourself what all is coming out is absolutely parallel as per the Prashna chart. Now, coming to Operation Sindhu 2, the fiery Mars awakens India astrological hour of action. I had not used the Rashi and Nakshatra Sangata chakras when Mars transited in Scorpio. But yesterday, when I began looking at the things and using the secretive tools of mundane astrology, which I think not even a single astrologer on YouTube uses it, since they are the secret tools of Ken Rao, and I have worked with Shri Ken Rao under his guidance for research in totality for about 6 years, learning and research for 6 to 7 years. So, and people also say that Abhigya Anand is the first person to predict the war in 2030. Let me tell you again that a paper was produced by Shri K. N. Rao on between 1st and 4th October 2010 when I was in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and all that paper was discussed, and Shri K. N. Rao had predicted that 17th May to 1st June is the most difficult and a challenging time for the complete world because the transit of Saturn in Taurus and number of planets in Rohini afflicting the Rohini star. So now there are three phases of the World War III. One is between 2025-26, second is 2026-28, and the third is 2028-2030. Now, coming back to our main article, the lunation chart of the 20th November 2025, 12:16 hours holds the key, showing intense planetary triggers that mirrors period of heightened border activity and military action in India's past. The planets are favorable for the attacker king on the enemy since the houses of the attacker carry more benefits. Hence, if India attacks, maybe whichever country is involved in this, then he will get gains and victory there. And I have discussed this chart. This chart is of Capricorn Lagna, the number of planets, the cluster of four planets in Scorpio in the 11th house. Scorpio is the eighth house of the natural zodiac. We have to connect mundane whenever we predict mundane or natal. We have to also connect with the natural zodiac of the country, natural zodiac of the world, and the country also. So, lunation chart analysis I've given in this article. I will mention this. 2025, sorry, 25th November 2025, Mercury fallen and afflicted reflects intelligence and communication challenges, possible misinformation or covert operations. Mars will aspect Rahu degree wise at 20 degrees, which is also the eclipse point of the lunar eclipse and bloody moon on the 7th September 2025. So, my estimate is that India may respond with an aggressive action between 20th November to 4th December, and from 20th to 25 to 25th will be most vulnerable for attack and aggressive action. Jupiter is in retrograde and is Sal with a retrograde planet Saturn, and it is a Riddha Yoga. So, in terms of the war, etc., it is not good. But all the same, Mars and Rahu affliction, Mars fourth aspect on Rahu in Aquarius, second house coupled with retrograde Saturn's retro aspect surely afflicts Rahu, a sign of terror related to triggers and underground activity. 25th November, Mars will aspect Rahu degree wise at 20. We have just mentioned Mars is exalted in Navamsha on the 25th November. Mars in Navamsha becomes exalted, casting a seventh aspect on Jupiter and Saturn, and also Rahu in Aries Navamsha in the 8th house. This combination indicates a forceful and aggressive retaliation, possibly through precision strikes or border operations. So, Karna is Naga and it is good for hidden strikes and precision. The day lord Jupiter is placed in the Gemini Yama, whose lord is Mercury, is conjoined with the 8th lord Sun, an indicator of secretive warfare, terrorism, and sudden events. Dasha alignment, we have already talked about it. The Dasha will be of Mars, Saturn till 23rd of November, and then it will be followed by Mars, Mercury. Mars as the 7th Lord and 12th Lord, we have talked about it. So the fortnight outlook from 20th November to 4th November, lunation is astrologically charged. India may initiate strategic counteractions, possibly under Sindoor 2.0 type operation, symbolizing a bold surgical and retributive military step. In the Rashi Sangata Chakra has Veda between Mars and Saturn deadly for wars. This is what I was talking about. When I looked at the secretive tools of mundane astrology, I found Mars and Saturn Veda. Irrespective whether they have a Parashar aspect or not, they have to be examined in the Rashi Sangata Chakra and Nakshatra Sangata Chakra. I find there is a Veda, and I have shown these charts in my article, and it clearly indicates four planets in 11th house of war and 7th house of India foundation chart on Ketu. There is Veda between Mars, Mercury, Sun, Moon, and Saturn. So it clearly shows since the luminaries are involved, there will be loss of lives. Pandit Hridayev Sharma Trivedi, the pioneer of lunar charts and astrology. Pandit Hridayev Sharma Trivedi was among the few astrologers who employed secretive tools to predict global economy and political events. He is known and an astrologer of repute who had laid down the Muhurta of India independence chart on the 15th August 1947 0000 hours. He is renowned for predicting the Wall Street crash a year before it occurred, purely using lunation and planetary ingress charts, a technique rarely mastered today by any astrologer. Fortunately, I have met him. My father was posted in Solon and he was there, and we had a very beautiful experience with him. I think in my other videos, I've mentioned the episode for that. So this is all, friends. As far as this part is concerned, I will make another video for the upcoming planetary positions and the global storm which is coming for bloodshed. So thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day, good luck. But let me tell you one thing. Since we had not seen the Rashi Nakshatra Sangata Chakra, and I predicted that there will be a rise, sudden rise in stock markets on 25th, I I I feel it may not be correct because on 25th the planetary alignment of planets is extremely obstructive, explosive, and what will be the effect on the stock markets is very difficult to say. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day. Good luck. Bye bye.